Good morning, everybody. Let everybody get checked in here for a second. Give me a second to, I know Facebook drags a little bit on these live videos, so we want to make sure you get in here and you have the opportunity to hear what we're going to talk about today. And of course, share your comments, any of your thought out there about, what you're doing. Love to hear what you're doing too. Getting some messages about what people are doing out there in the market that, it helps their business, and those things we can talk about, and those things will also help other people too. So I want to make sure we share all those things. Couple things. First off, how do you get a hold of me? I get that question a lot. On Facebook, I'm at J.R. Fisher, J.R. Fisher Training, J.R. Fisher Marketing, and on YouTube, also J.R. Fisher Training. So that's out there for you. Where else? Somebody said, also on Twitter, you can find me at _J.R. Fisher. So today we're going to talk about how we can get, hey, Dante, haven't seen him in a while over on the East Coast, looks like in Virginia. I see Richard out there, Jessica. Appreciate you guys joining me today. So today we're going to talk about really what we did with our company and how, we really drove our sales into the 7 figures pretty quick by using a couple techniques that I guess they were out of desperation at the time. I didn't know what I was doing. But I want to share with you what we did, how we did it, so that you can actually apply these things to your business. If you're starting a business, you can use these to really accelerate your sales really fast. If you already have a business, you can, 10 times, 100 times your business by using some of these techniques. So I want to share those with you today. When we initially started our business, of course, we had a product, Survivalcave Food, emergency food products. And I, like most people, thought if you build a website and you've got a product and it's good, then they'll buy. And of course, that was not the case. We put a website out there and we had a great product, but unfortunately, nobody knew about us. They didn't know our product. And I would look around in the market and I would see some other sites and they got tremendous traffic. And I thought, wow, that would be great if all those people would come to my site. But, in all actuality, there was no reason to come to our site because they didn't know us. We didn't have any content. And why would they come to our site? So, to fight all of that SEO stuff and try to get your website ranked for, let's say, survival food was pretty tough because there were a lot of players in the market. It didn't matter that we had a superior product or great service or prices or any of those things because nobody knew about us. So out of desperation, I'm sitting at my computer one day and I'm going through the internet and I'm seeing a lot of sites out there that have tons of traffic. And I thought, wow, only if we had that kind of traffic, that would be awesome. But we didn't. So a little light bulb went off in my head one day and I said, well, what if our product was on one of those sites that got all this traffic? And that really was the beginning of our business growing. And let me kind of tell you, what we did. Basically, we got all those sites out there with all that traffic. If you take a second and you search Survivalcave Food, you will find it on hundreds, if not thousands of sites all through the internet. And I want to share with you how we did that today because it's really not that hard. It's not difficult whatsoever. Couple things you have to have in place first, and I'm going to talk about those with your product. So the first thing you want to do is you want to search Google for products that are similar to yours. Okay, so you want to find the top players in your market, whoever they are. So we found the top survival food companies out there that were selling a lot of product, and then we looked at those companies. We made a list of all those companies. The next thing, and this is probably one of the most important things, is you got to have a good product. If you don't have a good product, it really doesn't matter. None of these techniques will work. So, don't try to, take a bad product and sell it. Now, I will tell you with some of these techniques, you could have a mediocre product and probably do better than a lot of people who have great products, just because this marketing, system works pretty well. So, if you want to have bigger muscles, the only way to do that is to lift heavier weight. So basically, that's what we did. We had heavyweight sites selling our product. And how did we do that? Well, first off, we found out who our competition was. We figured all that out. We knew who the competition was. And then what we did is we took that competition, those names of those food products, and we searched Google. And we found out what sites were selling our competitors' product. which was pretty cool. And we made a list of all of those sites that were selling our competitors' products. And then what we did is we put together a good marketing package. So we put together photos, we put together descriptions, we made sure our product had a good profit margin. And then we went out and we contacted those sites. And you said, well, how do you know who to talk to? Where do you start? Well, you don't always know where to start. A couple things you can do is you can go to their About page. And if you go to their About page, you may find emails there. You may find owners' names. If you can't find an owner's name, one little trick that's kind of cool, and if some of you are in internet marketing, you would already know this. Some of you who are not into it may not know, but go to whois.com, WHOIS.com. You can put in any site there, and unless that company has protected their information, it will probably give you the owner of the site and their phone number and their address and everything about them. So that's whois.com. You can use that tool. Now, some of us, we protect our site, so if you search our site there, it's not going to give you all of our pertinent information there because we pay to have that protected. But not all sites do that. So, that's a great way to start there. Like I said, their About page. So once you gain these email addresses, what we did is we put together a formatted email, and it basically said, hey, this is our product. These are our benefits, and we had really great benefits to our product. We listed all those benefits to the product. And then in the letter, we said, hey, we're going to treat you better than any other manufacturer. We're going to take care of you. We're going to be responsive to you. We're going to do all these great things, which we do. The next thing we did is we listed our profit margins, which were quite high. And we said, hey, if you sell our products, basically you're going to make a lot of money. And the way we set it up is if you list our product on your site, all you have to do is sell it, pay us the wholesale cost, and we'll ship it out for you. So what this did was this enabled a lot of sites to be able to sell our products with zero investment, literally zero investment. The only investment they had was the time they took to list our products on the site. So once we did that, we would list all the pain points of selling the other people's products. Maybe the flavor wasn't so good. Maybe their costs were too high. Maybe their packaging was poor. Maybe the delivery times were slow. So we listed all of those things in that email that I sent out to people. And we started emailing websites and saying, hey, try our product. Now, here's the part that a lot of people will leave out. I then got on the phone and started calling those places, calling to find out who the owner was and to try to talk to that owner. And I will tell you, it didn't work 90% of the time. I mean, 90% of the time, I got a flat no. They didn't know who we were. They didn't know who our products were. They didn't know anything about us. But here's the cool part. 10% of the time, it did work. This is outside the realm of that 80-20 rule we talk about a lot. It was a very small portion of sites that actually accepted my offer, and I couldn't figure out why. So it was great. It's great products, great price. You're going to make a lot of profit. But it was because they didn't know about us, and that's fair. But here's what we did. Once we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 sites selling our product, we could then go back to that list and say, hey, our products are sold on this site and that site and here and there. And of course, now if you search Survivalcave Food, you'll find it in Walmart, you'll find, Sears and so forth, because we have some of our retailers selling at those locations. We don't sell directly to any of those big box stores whatsoever, but it did put our product placement in so many different places. So what you do with this technique is you take that traffic that's already out there, that people are already getting, and you drive that traffic to your products now. One of our big retailers is Sportsman's Guide, a huge company. You can look them up on the internet, Sportsman's Guide. They've been selling their product for years now, probably going on 6 years at this point. And here was the cool thing. We kept all of our customers, and here's how we kept our customers, and our customers being that retailer that sold to the end user. We kept them because we treated them right. We were very responsive, as we are now. We gave them good service. We shipped fast. We allowed them to have good profit margins. So it was easy for them. So that's the key. If you want somebody to sell your product, whether it be a course or whether it be a physical product, you got to make that really, really easy for them. So, go down that list. First thing you want to do is you want to look for your competitors, find out who your competitors are. Search Google. Once you've figured out who your competitors are, figure out what sites are selling your competitors' products. And you can do that, obviously, by just searching Google once again for that product name. Once you make a list of all of those companies out there that are selling your competitor's product, you can then, hey, Eileen, see her out there. She just said hello. Appreciate you joining us. I see Nicole. A bunch of people out there now that I know. I appreciate you tuning in. But once you've made a list of all of those companies that are selling your competitor's product, next thing you want to do is do up an email and do a template email that you can send to all these people. And look within their site. First off, look in the About category. If you can't find the information you want in the About category or an email there, go to whois.com. At whois.com, you can put in that website name. If they haven't protected the information of the owner, oftentimes you'll find the owner's name, address, phone number there, all that pertinent information. Once you've done that, you can send that email out to them. You can also pick up the phone. This is a tough one, and I know I called hundreds and hundreds of sites. Pick up that phone and talk to them. Tell them about your product. Tell them why it's good. And then make it easy for them. So in that letter, you're going to list the benefits once again. You're going to treat them better than anybody else. You're going to make sure they have good profits. You're going to list why your product's better than the other products. You're going to list all the pain points they have, like maybe the other companies are slow shipping, maybe their pricing's bad, maybe the flavor of their food's bad, whatever the case is. So you're going to compare that to your product. And you're going to show them how easy it is. You're going to provide them with a little marketing package, and that's not hard to do. You can take pictures of your product, you can take testimonials of your product, upload those to a file. You could use something like Dropbox. That's just dropbox.com. That's a good place to store all this information. And once you store all that information out there, then all you do is show them a link going to those particular products, those pictures, those testimonials, all that, so they can use that on their site. So make it as easy as possible. If you have questions about that, feel free to message me now. Feel free to send me an email. But basically, leverage the internet. There's so many places out there that could be selling your product, whether it be a course on dance or exercise or whatever. There's a lot of sites out there that sell a lot of products, and they're always looking for new products. I mean, they wouldn't have a site out there with products on it if they didn't want more products. So don't assume they're not going to want your product because they don't know you or they don't know what your product is. It's your job to educate. So how do you get bigger muscles? I think I said that at the beginning. You lift heavier weights. And what are the heavier weights out there? Well, those heavier weights out there are the big sites. That's where you want to get the traffic. That doesn't mean you ignore your own SEO. That doesn't mean you don't work on your own website and try to get traffic in there. But certainly, if you want to jumpstart your business, my goodness, use these other sites out there. They're dying for a great product. And if you've got that great product, and I know you do, right? You're not going to sell a bad product. If you've got that great product, share it with them. Let them make some benefits of the profits. And then once you've got it on a few sites, like I said in the beginning, start letting the other sites know where they can find your product. Because they will do research, right? So if somebody searches Survivalcave food this morning, they're going to punch it in and they're going to find it everywhere. They're going to say, well, gee, it must be good. It's out there. So you got to start from zero. We all start from zero. We all start with no customers whatsoever. And if you do these techniques, you'll find that you're going to have your product all over the internet. Like I said, if you search Survivalcave food this morning, you're going to get millions of results. And not that many years ago, nobody had ever heard of that product before. So use these techniques, no matter what your product is, digital, physical, whatever. And pretty soon, you're going to be lifting some heavy weights. And what that means is those big sites out there are going to be selling your products. Hey, I really appreciate you guys joining me. Like I said, there's a couple ways to get in touch with me. We own several sites out there. You can go to jrfisher.com if you are interested in getting more information about how to grow an online business. You can go to Survivalcave Food. Hey, if you need survival food, we're out there. We sell that every single day, of course. We're here on Facebook. I have a private group, which is J.R. Fisher Training, and you can go there and ask to join the group. We'll get you in there. We have a lot of uploads. We're putting some videos in there now. We got a lot of information to come to. Hey, this is free information too. We do have a course coming out. If you're interested in that course, I will certainly get you information on that. Matter of fact, you can go to our site right now, and we just put this together and give us time to get it over to you. But we have 8 ways to successfully sell online. Great guide to get you started if you want to sell something online. If you don't even have a product yet, it's okay. Download that report. It'll tell you how to kind of figure out what you can sell, because everybody's got something. You've got something inside you. It just probably hasn't come out yet, but I know you can do it. You just need a little bit of guidance, and that's all it takes. And once you're off and running, man, you're like you're on fire. You really get things going fast. So Join me here. We're going to be back on Wednesday. On Fridays, we have Focus Friday, where we kind of just focus on what you've done and how you're doing, and little tips and tricks to get you a little bit more focused. On Wednesday, we're going to talk a little bit more about marketing online, so we'll have that information for you. Once again, underscore J.R. Fisher for Twitter, jrfisher.com, survivalcavefood.com. You'll find me on YouTube. Somebody mentioned YouTube out there. And YouTube, I'm J.R. Fisher Training also. There's probably 50, 60 videos there you can watch on growing your business online that should help you out. So you guys have a great day. Get something accomplished. Start. You got to start. Start right now. Right? Don't wait. Talk to you later. Bye.